The Legacy of Grimoires and the Necronomicon, there is a book. The book about the young boy is not a book of witchcraft, but it is the life of a prominent figure in divine, heaven, history. His life probably in some way became a cornerstone that the divine powers that be found crucial to their state of being. Something like a great martyr or someone who defined the details of one of the divine virtues or something like that. That is why the omens follow any who read of it. Honorius of Thebes, the author of the book, as I understand it, was once a member of the Lazarus cult of the Shadow, and post-Illuminati order. He escaped from the Brotherhood with the knowledge and texts that say he had wrote a book in hopes to release and preserve the knowledge to the world, for he knew they would one day find him and kill him and erase any proof of what he had told people, even if that meant burning an entire town to the ground. The Book of Abragbel the Magi was an attempt at early archaeology, as they had translated many ancient texts that were nearly destroyed with age. The book contains a few different alchemists' renditions at translating the language of a long-dead civilization of migrating Inuit tribes that had branched off from the 7 tribes of Aztlan long ago. The Codex Gigas was one of many different versions of knowledge derived from the same source of knowledge actually. The devil imparted many transcripts to humans after bargains for their souls for power and such. His grimoire would be conjured forth from flames after the deal was sealed, but all these different versions of his grimoire are copies of the original compendium, the Book of Soiga. In ancient tales, when the devil Adam and Eve were cast out of Eden, the first thing the devil did was he created a book containing all his knowledge concerning power and magic and instructions of how a mortal could wield such power. Not simple magic to make your plants grow, but chaotically powerful magic. This was the original Devil's Bible he wrote in retaliation to the whole serpent incident, in case he was separated from the powers that kept him safe and in stable existence. Plus it was his weapon he had crafted to stand against God, for God was not physical and his magic was the only means he knew of that could directly affect him. This book was the Devil's Manifesto Malefactorum de Necronomilas, his book of spells. And it was available to mortals, for the right price. How do I know all this? Well, you take a guess. It's the sign of the times. Who do you think? The devil is just a myth, a fairy tale. He only exists in the minds and imagination of mankind, right? I'm just a figment of your imagination. Just keep telling yourselves that. I'm all in your head.
Call me Dad. Maybe it was your time to lose. You didn't think so. Lose? I don't lose! I win! I win! I'm a lawyer! That's my job! That's what I do! I rest my case. Who are you carrying all those bricks for? God? Is that it? God? Well, I tell you, let me give you a little inside information about God. God likes to watch. He's a prankster. Think about it. He gives man instincts. He gives you this extraordinary gift, and then what does he do? I swear, for his own amusement, his own private, cosmic gag reel. He sets the rules in opposition. It's the goof of all time. Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, don't swallow. And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist. He's an absentee landlord. Worship